Uh-oh, Fither, he make it with a fucking boingo. Now I gotta do the episode review over again.
Alright, from the top. You get some really solid facial expressions and just general, subtle animation from Yusuke and Madarame.
Yeah, that stuff is all really good.
Yeah, everything leading up to the boss fight is actually amazing. You get some really nice, subtle, eye twitches from Madarame, and some nice shading on Yusuke.
Yeah, there's this one shot of him when he's getting told about the sayuri, where everything underneath his mask is just black. It's really cool.
After that good stuff, the boss fight happens, and it is much better than Kamoshida, but is still not a very good fight. It's a significant improvement. I wouldn't call it good.
Yeah, the problem with the Kamoshida thing, I think, first of all, Kamoshida was just ugly looking and kind of out of place, and there also just wasn't that much movement. They kind of just stood around and got hit and then, dealt damage to him. This fight is a lot more dynamic. They move around a lot more.
But you still have a lot of video game moments, like whenever they use a spell on him, it just looks unfun.
Yeah, the very nature of the fight is very video gamey, and trying to turn that, straight into an anime form is kind of weird.
I feel they
doesn't carry over
more creative liberties there. But hey, let's look on the bright side. At least there wasn't an all-out attack.
Yeah, Yusuke hasn't done an all-out attack, which is kind of weird.
And also kind of good.
Yeah, good. Let's not make Yusuke ugly. I think he is personally refusing to do it, because he knows he'll just end up looking like shit.
Makoto's gonna do it, and she's gonna be a crayon drawing, and then Yusuke's gonna be like, see, I told you.
This is what happens.
It's a very video gamey boss fight, though, and they did what they could with it without trying or thinking.
Yeah, it was okay.
We have the long-awaited return of our two favorite characters, Goro Akechi and Tei Takemi.
Oh, baby. So, Goro just kinda is walking about with a big, happy, stupid, I kill people on a regular basis face. And he hears about the Phantom Thieves, and he just gets kinda happy. And it's kind of cute. I don't understand why he gets just a stupid smile on his face. He's like, the Phantom
golly,
Thieves.
It's the Phantom Thieves. That's the kind of, smile he has in that moment.
Yeah.
He doesn't do anything significant, but when has Goro ever done anything significant in this?
Yeah, at most he eats a crepe. And then you see Makoto for a second too, and that was nice.
Yeah, I guess that's her build-up. We also get the lovely return of Tei Takemi.
Who really doesn't do much of anything in the episode.
I was really hoping she would give Ren some more drugs.
Yeah, just give him a nudge and pass it to him.
You can stop by my clinic and tell me what you think. Just continue the cycle as I wished would happen.
Yeah.
Though she didn't actually acknowledge him all that much.
Yeah, she was kind of just there, which is a little bit weird. I guess it makes sense. Yeah, just put her in there. Who cares? But, seems like a wasted opportunity. She could have at least talked to the group as a whole.
Afterwards, we have a really nice, almost direct translation of the slow time after retrieving Madarame's treasure, and it's very nice.
Yeah, that's always what the show has been good at, is these more slow, kind of let's chill out and talk moments.
As an action anime, you should go somewhere else, but
yeah.
Just if you want some Persona character interactions, it's really nice. Though there is one interaction that it astounds me that they kept it in here.
Yeah.
And that's when An says, I feel like I know all of you. I'm fairly certain that was the thing in the original Persona 5, but it didn't make much sense there either. Because I don't think this point is ever brought up again. I'm sure in the Japanese version she's saying some different version of it. I knew your soul for a long time. We are all one and the same. We have the same stand. But here it just sounds like we all grew up in the same orphanage. Don't you remember? Because I remember Final Fantasy VIII.
Yeah, that is kind of a weird line. I'm hoping, this is just me being a weird crazy maniac, but I'm hoping that's a subtle nudge towards our theory that this is in New Game Plus, or some fucker is in New Game Plus.
That's not a theory for me, that's a joke.
For me, it's like a fifth theory. If it ends up being wrong, then I'll be like, yeah, it's just a stupid meme. But if it ends up being right, then I can say I'm a genius.
Do you want to take FithPat out of the asylum to make the video Persona 5 the animation is on New Game Plus?
Dude, I fucking might. Let's wait until halfway through the show.
All right.
And then if I see more things that are like pointing to me as being evidence, I'll make it.
Morgana's general whining is present here. Like, I don't belong. Though everyone's very supportive of him.
Yeah, like, so far, I think they've handled Morgana really well. Just because he's not as up in your face about everything.
Yeah.
Like, he's a lot more chill about it. I don't know if that's just me, like, retroactively looking back and thinking of all the times he was annoying about it. But in the 8 episodes he's been there, he really hasn't done anything to annoy me.
And we close the episode out on a nice resolution for Yusuke's arc. It started with the sayuri, it ends with the sayuri. It's just really well shot.
Yeah, and it's got we believe this is a new song that's playing.
Theme of sayuri.
Theme of sayuri, which I like a lot. Obviously, we haven't heard the full thing, but I would like to hear it, because it's a nice little jingle.
I like to mash it up with Space Jam.
But yeah, that little, like, end credit scene, low-key might be my favorite part of the whole anime so far. Just because it was such a nice scene, and I love Yusuke and all. So it was a nice way to wrap up his arc, which overall was pretty good in the anime.
Yeah, they had a lot more to work with in Yusuke's arc. I mean, not more to work with, but they had less to work with than in Kamoshida's arc, on the Kamoshida arc, but it just having less to work with made it so that way they could actually focus on things, and it turned out really well.
Yeah, it's paced out much better.
By that logic, the Kanashiro route is going to be a fucking masterpiece because they have nothing to focus on.
Yeah, I'm hoping they do Kanashiro some sort of justice and, like, give the man at least a little bit more screen time.
Does
or make him
Kanashiro deserve justice?
Or, like, give him something that makes him more, like, closer to Makoto, I guess. Like, have something to do with, oh, Sainijima's been tracking this guy down for years. Or some shit like that.
I would say Saibi tracking him down.
Like, look, I don't know. She's like Phoenix, right? She's like a weird detective on the side.
Is she? She's a prosecutor.
Goro's been tracking this guy down for years.
Makoto Nishima just says, I gotta do this. I gotta do this for Goro.
For Goro, who is friends kinda with my sister, and then she'll love me. It's a pretty good arc. Like, the Kamoshida stuff had us a little bit freaked out because there was, like, weird pacing issues. And, like, I think that was the biggest problem with it. It was just, like, paced weirdly.
It was paced weirdly, and it looked weird a lot. But from then, like, they've improved significantly.